How to fearlessly post content online and not worry at all about what other people think. Hi guys, it's your girl Seams. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to touch on a topic that I'm sure every single millennial or individual in general struggles with. See, in today's day and age, we are socially governed by these things. Often enough, it is rare for us to go even a few hours without checking our socials, and when we do, we want to check them immediately. Social media takes up a lot of our time, and often enough, we find ourselves trying to portray a different sort of persona from who we actually are online so that we get more views, we get more likes, we get more attention. As such, it can be said that every single person with a social media account, whether it be an Instagram account, Snapchat, Twitter, you name it, is searching in their own sort of way for attention. But what social media does is this really cool thing where it exposes who you are on the inside, regardless of the persona that you're trying to put out there for yourself. It allows us to view ourselves from this third person sort of perspective and judge ourselves based on that. And often enough, the way we judge ourselves is negative, as we know. Increases in the rise of social media use in the past decade alone has led to so many increases in depression, anxiety, and overall a decline in mental health among individuals, especially in the US. But what remains consistent on a global perspective is that these babies are dominating our social life, the way we see the world, the way we see other people, and ultimately the way we see ourselves. So because these are so relevant in today's society, and because it can be argued that every single individual that does have a social media platform is looking for attention, it can also be duly noted that businesses that use social media platforms to gain attention for their personal brand, for their marketing, and for their advertising gain a lot more traffic on those social media platforms. So whether it be Instagram stories, Snapchat stories, LinkedIn videos, content that is quick, easily accessible, and often entertaining are the ones that gain the most amount of traffic. And as you know, if you've been following me on my YouTube journey thus far, navigating the ins and outs of social media is something that I've had to become very, very good at scrutinizing and learning how to do. And this is what I've realized. Because every single individual on any social media platform ever is trying to gain attention, regardless of what it is, every single one of us has the conscious choice to utilize social media for our inherent advantage. Whether you're trying to start a brand, start a business, formulate something that has to do with advertising, market yourself in some sort of way, social media is the way to do it. So if we have at our fingertips this very easy, viable, and successful way of marketing ourselves and marketing our own brand on social media, why is it that very few people or very selective people do it? And this is what I've discovered. A lot of people on social media are okay with portraying themselves in a way that is conducive to the way they want to be seen. A way that highlights their life, whether it be their social life, their career, or anything that pertains to themselves. But the thing is, even though we are so willingly giving ourselves away on social media, even though we are so willingly giving away our own information on these platforms, we don't want to turn it into something that is personal branding or personal marketing for this purpose only. A lot of people in general are afraid of posting on social media consecutively, turning themselves into a personal brand, turning themselves into something that is economically viable, something that will give back to them in a way that is exponential. And this is because, ironically, a lot of people are afraid of the judgment that they stand to receive once they begin posting themselves online as a personal marketable brand. The thing is, we're already doing this anyway, but very few people want to turn it into something that is viable, something that will give back to them because they are afraid of judgment. They're afraid of what other people are going to say about them. When you are putting yourself out there on social media, you are allowing people to view your content and criticize you in a way that is both positive and negative. But the fact of the matter is, this fear of judgment and this fear of criticism is what is keeping us stagnant and holding us back from potentially being able to run businesses from these. Fear of negative judgment is the only reason why people don't put themselves out there for the world to see in such a way. I can definitely greatly attest to being extremely afraid of posting on social media and getting feedback, receiving feedback from people that watch me, and not knowing what they are going to think. Starting YouTube is something that I did very, very late in my life. I'm still learning the ropes of how to do YouTube and how to promote myself on social media. But the thing that I've learned is that if you stay still, if you remain stagnant, and if you are utilizing social media from the consumer standpoint, then you are not utilizing it from the producer's standpoint. And this poses a large problem wherein you are giving away your information for free and you are giving away your information without profiting off of it. If fear of negative criticism is the reason why you are not putting yourself out there on social media to share your message, to share your story, to share your personality, to share anything that has to do with building yourself as a personal brand, starting a business and then branding that, or anything that has to do with publicizing, then clearly you have prioritized fear over your career, and that poses a very large problem wherein you will not be able to grow your personal business or personal brand or whatever it is that you have in store for yourself. And then in that case, the mindset of fearlessness is one that you need to adopt. So how do we overcome that fear? When building a personal brand or starting a business on social media, it is important to remember this. My content is not for you if you don't resonate with it. Do you know why I choose to create content? Because time is precious. And because I know the value of time, I'm going to spend as much time as I possibly can creating content that is of value and of substance. Because what else matters? If you're not doing what you love, what else matters? I'm utilizing my time doing what I love. And if someone somewhere has something negative to say about my content, two things. A, I learn from their criticism and improve my content as such. And B, no press is bad press. Also, side note, if I'm doing what I love and could potentially profit off of it in the future, and if you are giving me negative criticism in a way that is sourly inflicted, then whose time is really being wasted here? Here's my advice. Find what you love and do it. Do it unapologetically and don't waste any time in getting started. I do this because I owe it to myself. I create content because I love what I do. It's so deeply ingrained in my heart that I would be disrespecting myself by not pursuing it. So stop disrespecting yourself by wasting your own time. Find what you love and immerse yourself in it. And if it's not out there yet, then create it. You want to learn how to feel happy and fulfilled? Get off your phone, get off the internet, sit down, write a list of all the things that you love, choose one and start pursuing it. And do it daily until you find another passion, and then do that daily. And if you can capitalize on it, great. Social media is the largest economically sound platform right now for creation through self-expression. It's even bigger than Facebook ads, so it would be wise to use it before it becomes arbitrary, which it will, give it 10 years or so. So here's my advice in conclusion. Find what you love, do it, and find a way to make money while doing it. And then, worrying what other people think will be the last thing on your mind. Why? Because you're doing you. You're investing in yourself. You're beginning new journeys. And time is an investment that yields exponential results. So stop worrying about pleasing the masses. If the masses are pleased, they'll come to you. You don't need to go to them. So, I hope this video found you at a place that was of inspiration. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to like, share, subscribe, all that stuff, and I will see you in my next video. Nothing feels better than this. Nothing feels better. Nothing feels better than this. Nothing feels better. I'm not. We don't got it hard. This is what you like. So, if we have in our fingertips this very easy and oh my god, why can't I talk? Why can't I talk? I'm trying to talk about why I want to talk on social media and I'm not able to talk. What's going on?